Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I get very enraged over. Everything. No, but truly we're going to be talking about a piece of news that I keep seeing is a recurring theme recently. Not to imply that this has never happened in history, I just think that, like I say every time, with social media and the internet, information circulates more quickly, so it seems like there's this upkick of female teachers who do not act appropriately, and I could scream about that for a very long time, but I will not. Before we get into the topic and the news at hand, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Raycon. Raycon is a company co-founded by Ray J that offers wireless earbuds in a wide range of colors and patterns, along with fit options so they're as comfortable as possible. Not only is the sound quality fantastic, but the earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbud on the market. Their newest model, the Everyday E25 earbuds, are the best ones yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice noise isolating fit. It also comes in new and fun colors. I personally enjoy the battery life because it lasts a very long time, so it's really convenient that you don't have to be charging them every second. I've cried to Taylor Swift's Folklore many times, and they stayed charged. The bottom line is that they sound just as amazing as other top audio brands you know. Go to buyraycon.com/glare to get 15% off your order. Alright, so let's just get into the depravity already. New Jersey teacher voted coolest in school, accused of sexually assaulting teen student for more than a year. Bridget Cepera, who knows, 36, is alleged to have begun sexually assaulting the unnamed male student in January 2019. I have to say, I do really like the extra drop of depression that comes with a little thing that you'll see in the corner that is a category labeled teacher scandals. The fact that that is a category that exists truly makes me want to get into a cannon and be shot. Frankly, it doesn't matter where, so long as I'm not here. Just shoot me. I'm good. Just shoot me off. It doesn't matter. A New Jersey teacher has been arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting a teenage student for more than a year. Bridget Cepera, 36, was charged Wednesday with 1 count of second-degree sexual assault and 1 count of second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, the Camden County Prosecutor's Office announced in a news release. She is also facing an additional single count of second-degree sexual assault and 1 count of second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, 4 crimes that took place Gloucester, Township, the release states. Listen, I don't understand what is so hard about finding partners that are of a consensual age where there's no power dynamic imbalance. Oh, how is that so hard? Like, isn't it more difficult to find people that fit all of these negative categories, aside from being illegal in a lot of places? Sorry, I just felt like I was gonna throw up. I just don't understand how it's so difficult. Like, with things like Tinder, Bumble, OkCupid, and all that other shit, it would be pretty easy to meet singles in your area. Not like, sorry, that reminded me of when you get advertisements that say meet singles in your area, and it's usually a scam. But anyway, it seems surreal to me that we constantly find out about teachers doing this. And mind you, the reason why I focus a lot on female teachers doing this is because I've discussed this before, but I feel like we don't really put an emphasis on female criminals, especially in terms of sexual assault, sexual abuse, and a variety of other terrible things. But it's truly astounding to me that this continues just happening. And I really truly don't understand how it is that it seems like a lot of these teachers just think, what, you're not going to be found out? In the day and age where everyone has social media, there are cameras everywhere, the FBI man is always listening to us, you think you're not going to be found out? Like, the delusion, I better move on. Cepera, a Cherry Hill resident, is alleged to have carried on a sexual relationship with a student in her class at Camden Catholic High School, according to officials. The abuse is alleged to have begun in January 2019 and last until March 2020. The former teacher is alleged to have had sex with the student, a 17-year-old boy, around 60 times, the Cherry Hill Courier-Post reports. The victim, described as a recent graduate, reported the abuse to authorities on August 6th and alleged that he and Cepera had sex at multiple locations in the Cherry Hill area, including his car, his home, Cepera's home, and the home of Cepera's mother, according to a probable cause statement obtained by the outlet. So here it says that in New Jersey, it's illegal for an adult, someone 18 or older, to have sex with a minor, someone younger than 16, even if the sex is consensual. So even though the age of consent is what it is, again, the same thing applies with all of these cases that have to do with teachers and students. There is a power imbalance, and it doesn't really matter how old they are when there is that power imbalance, because if the person that there's sexual contact with can decide whether you pass or fail and can easily blackmail you with that, there's no way that it's healthy or, in my opinion, should be legal ever. It doesn't really matter that they're 17. Even if they were 18, it doesn't matter because, again, there's a power imbalance that makes the situation pretty much all manipulated by the older party. I think we can all agree to that. Cepero was a teacher and coached the girls' lacrosse team, according to the school's website. In a public statement, school officials announced that Cepero had been terminated immediately following the charges. Camden Catholic High School will be cooperating fully with law enforcement, their statement concluded. Cepero was voted coolest teacher at Camden High in 2013 in a contest run by Philadelphia area radio program The Preston and Steve Show. She was being held at Camden County Correctional Facility ahead of her first court appearance, prosecutors say. Officials say she may face additional charges. First of all, I find it very disturbing that she was voted coolest teacher, because now I'm kind of wondering, for what? Like, why was she the coolest teacher? Was she actually just like a chill teacher who, like, if you forgot to do your homework, you know, would give you a second chance? Or was she voted coolest teacher because she would be inappropriate with male students? Because, you know, there still is that mentality of like, he should consider himself lucky, or like people who will be like, oh, I would have loved if that happened to me. But those people are also not addressing the reality that with the power imbalance, this isn't just a relationship at all. It's abusive, manipulative, overall unhealthy. And it's also like, if a 36-year-old can't find someone their age and has to go for younger people, putting them through potentially trauma, you gotta wonder what's wrong with that 36-year-old. And that goes for whatever gender, it doesn't even matter. Older people who go for people who aren't legal or are just freshly legal, in my opinion, are alarming. Of course, I'm not saying that anyone in an age gap relationship automatically is screwed, but I do think that when a person is just freshly legal, there's usually something weird going on there. And from personal experience, when I was 19, I dated someone who was 34 or 36. He had very big problems, let's just put it that way. So that's not to say that every age gap relationship is problematic or anything like that, but of course, in this case, it clearly is. Clearly there's something wrong with her. I just really now wonder what the cool teacher thing was about, and I also hope that they end up looking into her past, because a lot of the times this stuff isn't just a one-off, it's like a repeat offense. So along with the 2013 coolest teacher or whatever, I'm kind of wondering if there's anything else that we should know of. Thankfully, at the end of the article, like I read, they said that she might be facing additional charges. I'm wondering if they've interviewed other people or maybe put out notice that if someone else had certain experiences with her, that they should come to the police. Frankly, I hope not, because I don't want there to be other victims, but at the same time, I just have a feeling there are. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think there are other victims? Why do you think she was voted as the cool teacher? Hopefully it's not something alarming like I'm thinking right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always. Let's get right into the